Taking good notes can make a huge difference in how well you understand and remember what you learn in class. In this video, we'll share practical tips and strategies to help you take clearer, more organized notes, so studying becomes easier and your grades can improve. Do you ever find yourself taking too many notes, or not enough? Do you struggle to decide what's important to write down and what you can skip? Are your notes messy, confusing, or hard to read later? Do you wish you had a system that made note-taking easier and more effective? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you're not alone. And now is the perfect time to improve your note-taking skills. With the right strategies, you can make your notes clearer, more organized, and much more useful for studying and remembering what you learn in class. Taking notes helps you stay focused. Your mind can process information much faster than anyone can speak, which is why it's easy for your attention to drift during a lecture. When you take notes, however, your brain stays actively engaged with the material. Writing things down keeps your focus on what's being presented, so you're less likely to get distracted and more likely to retain the information. Good notes can boost your test scores. Since tests usually focus on material covered in class, having clear, organized notes gives you a reliable resource to study from. The better your notes, the easier it is to review key concepts, understand the material, and perform well on exams. Developing a system that works for you can make studying much easier and more effective. Here are some ideas to get started. Keep important course information, like your professor's email, office hours, and the syllabus, at the front of your notebook or binder. Make sure to write your name and contact information in case your notes get lost. 3-ring binders are especially helpful because you can easily add handouts, copies of notes, or other materials right where they belong. When it's time to study, you can remove pages and spread them out for a better overview. Whether you prefer spiral notebooks, binders, or 3-ring notebooks, the key is to stick to a system that keeps your notes organized, accessible, and easy to review. A little planning up front will save you time and stress later. Format your notes. Developing a consistent note-taking method can make your notes easier to read and study from. Here are some tips. Start a new page for each class and each day. At the top, include the class name, date, page number, and the topic you'll be covering. Use only one side of the paper and leave spaces between ideas or topics. This gives you room to add details later or clarify points. Leave a wide margin on the left side of the page to jot down keywords, like important people, places, topics, or events. This makes it easier to review and quickly find the most important information when studying. Good notes start with good listening. Taking effective notes starts with being an active listener. Think about this example. You're studying with music, and a new song by your favorite artist comes on. You stop everything else and focus on the lyrics, wanting to catch every word and understand its meaning. That's active listening. In class, active listening works the same way. You don't just hear the words, you think about them, process the information, and make connections. By fully engaging with what your teacher is saying, your notes become clearer, more organized, and much more useful when it's time to study. Develop your listening skills. Taking good notes means being able to identify the most important information. By listening carefully, you'll notice that instructors often give verbal clues about what they consider key points. Recognize important information. Pay attention to these signals. Speaking louder or slower than usual, repeating information using phrases like the main point or remember this, asking clarifying questions such as, do you understand? By tuning into these cues, you'll know what to write down and what's most important for studying, making your notes more effective and useful. Use key words in your notes. Highlighting important topics, people, and events in your notes helps you organize your thoughts and makes reviewing much easier. Leave a wide margin on the left side of each page. As you take notes, jot down keywords in this margin. These keywords act as a quick reference, helping you find important information faster and giving your notes a clear structure that's easy to understand. Use keywords to study for tests. Keywords in your notes aren't just for organizing. They're a powerful study tool. When preparing for a test, cover the right side of your notes and focus on each keyword in the margin. Try to recall everything you know about that person, topic, place, or event. Then uncover your notes to check what you remembered correctly and see any details you missed. This method helps reinforce your memory and make studying more active and effective. Your notes are your best test prep tool. Your class notes are one of the most valuable resources when it comes time to study. To keep up during lectures and take notes more efficiently, use abbreviations, symbols, and shorthand. Don't worry about perfect punctuation, spelling, or grammar. Focus on capturing the main ideas and key details so your notes are complete and easy to review later. Review your notes quickly. Right after class, take a few minutes to go over your notes while the information is still fresh. Make sure your keywords are clearly written in the left-hand margin. Rewrite anything that's confusing, fill in any missing details, and highlight the most important points. Research shows that people forget about 50% of what they hear within 20 minutes, so just listening in class isn't enough. You need to write it down to remember it. Taking effective notes is one of the best ways to stay focused, organize information, and prepare for tests. By using keywords, reviewing your notes quickly, and developing a system that works for you, you can make studying easier and more effective. Questions? See your TRIO advisor for extra tips and guidance on improving your note-taking skills.